Hello, my name is Haro Hartounian. I'm the Senior Vice President and GM for BioCentriq. Uh, Today, I'd like to take the opportunity for 15 minutes, introduce you the BioCentriq, a multi-million-dollar cell and gene therapy development center facility that we have built in Newark, New Jersey, and give you an idea about our capabilities and the facility that we have. As I mentioned, we have two facilities. One is in Newark, New Jersey, which is our clinical production facility. And then our pilot plant process development facility is located in South Brunswick, New Jersey. The Newark facility is an ISO 7 certified clinical manufacturing facility, and our South Brunswick process development pilot plant is a BSL2 certified process development facility. And we have industry leading processing and analytical equipment to accomplish all projects, including process development and clinical production. So BioCentriq is a full service concept to clinic CDMO. We offer process development capabilities, clinical production, workforce development, and application development. So the companies that they want to just conduct process development, they can come to us and we can work with them to develop their processes in cell and gene therapy. On the clinical production side, also, we have GMP facility, and I will spend a little bit of time describing our facility, but we have we have the capacity to produce clinical grade material for companies for their phase 1 and phase 2 clinical trials. We also work with technology developers when we can act as an alpha or beta site for their new technologies that they have developed, and they can test it in our facility before launch. And one other thing that we're offering is the workforce development in the cell and gene therapy. We already have projects going on with big pharma, and we have capabilities to train the next generation workforce in cell and gene therapy. So the concept of the BioCentriq is really designed to overcome manufacturing challenges that the companies are facing in cell and gene therapy. As I mentioned, we have an available GMP facility, and we can initiate the project rapidly. We have a very interesting business model. We allow the companies to come and work with us in the process development and even in the clinical production, so you can bring their workforce to come and work and develop their product. And that's, we call it hybrid team model. We also have a very experienced scientists and engineers that they are have expertise in gene therapy and cell therapy. And one other thing that differentiates BioCentriq from the other CDMOs is that we have a very flexible pricing model, and we accommodate specifically the small biotech startups that they have limited resources, financial resources. We can accommodate them and help them to develop their product. So our expertise, as I said, in the gene therapy, our focus is in viral vector production, viral banking, gene editing, and in overall working in the upstream and downstream processing. On the cell therapy, we have expertise in developing and even clinical production for autologous and allogeneic cells. We also offer viral and non-viral cell engineering and stem cell lines, so we can work on those cell lines too. We also put a lot of emphasis on analytical development because that plays a very important role. So we have capabilities in assay development, assay transfer, and assay qualification, and we have state-of-the-art analytical equipment to accomplish those tasks. So our GMP facility, just give you an overview, we have 2 suites with 2 different air handling systems, and we have all the supporting infrastructure. For example, for cell therapy, we have a cryopreservation room. We also have a QC lab and controlled air, controlled floor access, and environmental monitoring. So it's a very attractive center for the companies to come and develop and produce their clinical grade material at our facility. The two suites are, one is 610 square foot, and the suite 2 is 470 square foot. Overall, the facility is 3,200 square foot facility. It's ISO 7 certified, and we are in the process of getting FDA certification. We also, the center has a quality management system, master control, and then Honeywell remote equipment monitoring, Qantas environmental monitoring, and we have the capacity to handle 2 or 3 projects simultaneously. So it's a very flexible center. We also equipment agnostic, so we have equipment from a variety of companies that we have installed in our facility. That can be equipment for upstream and downstream for viral vector clinical production, as well as equipment for clinical trial cell therapy clinical production. So we have a variety of equipment. So if you have a project, bring it to us, and we will make the clinical grade material for your clinical trials. On the pilot plant is a 3,700 square foot facility. We have multiple work areas that we can actually dedicate to different client projects. It's a BSL-2 certified facility, and we have the capacity to handle up to 6 projects simultaneously. So it's a very flexible pilot plant process development lab. Again, and in our process development lab, we are equipment industry agnostic. So we have a variety of equipment from a variety of technology developers, and we can work on upstream processing and downstream processing for viral vector production. It can be AAV, it can be lentivirus, and we have all the capabilities. On top of that, we have analytical development capabilities and testing capabilities. You can see that we have capabilities on doing the cell count and viability and the viral vector titer measurements, for example, cell marker identification, gene expression. We can also look at the purity testing, potency testing, and microbiology. So it's a full capable facility that can test your product and help us to develop your product in our pilot plant. We have a very strong team of scientists and engineers with expertise in cell and gene therapy. And on top of that, we have assembled a very impressive advisory committee, the industry veterans from a variety of companies and technology developers that they sit on our advisory committee. And on top of that, we have Dr. Peter Marks, the head of the CBER, who serves in our advisory committee. So it's a center that we built, and the objective of this center is to invite companies to come and utilize our capabilities and facility to develop their processes and also produce their clinical grade material for their clinical trials. So please contact me or chat Dr. Chad De Silva, our head of business development. If you have a project, come to us and we'll make sure that we accommodate you, and we'll do a fantastic job for you in your process development project or clinical production. Thank you.